Alright, what is up, YouTube? So it's been a little while since I made a video. I apologize. I actually tried to upload a couple of times some videos back in December and that kind of thing. However, they failed to upload. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the camera that much. Obviously, you can see that I'm in a vehicle. I'm driving. I just don't have much time anymore to take videos. But I really want to get back into it. And I've done this many a times. I'm sure multiple people have, to where they start something with the exercise routine, or start something period, and then they fall off the wagon. So backstory, just a little bit about me, is I'm 27, turned 27 this year in January. I am currently 219 pounds. I weighed myself at the gym last night, clothes on and everything, and that's the way that I'm going to continue to do it. I came from 253, so I have had a weight loss story so far, and my goal is to be in between 170 to 180. So that's my main goal, is to get there. Once I hit 180, I'm gonna work it really hard to get, hopefully 170, and I'm looking to do that at least by June. So I still got a little bit of time. Being 219, I hit a plateau. But anyway, here's what I'm doing. Last night I wasn't able to make a video of what I did. What I'm starting to do is I have a routine, and that's one of the things where I fell apart, is I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a actual routine put together. So what I'm gonna do is I got my end goals. So I want to be able to do a lot of body weight exercises. Okay, so I want to be able to do push-ups. I want to be able to do pull-ups. I want to be able to do sit-ups. Actually, I'm using the basic training pretty much from the Marines, or not the training, but I'm using their qualifications as my goal. So in order to get in for your IST, I think that you have to do 44 sit-ups within 2 minutes, which should be accomplishable. You have to do either 18 push-ups or 1 pull-up minimum, and then I think you have to run a 10:30 for females for a mile. So that's my first original goal. So my push-ups right now, with good form, is unfortunately around 5, to be honest. Sit-ups, I can actually do the sit-ups within the 2 minutes, but literally that's me pushing myself and doing them and knocking them out, and I'm exhausted by the end. Not exhausted, but definitely winded by the end of it. And then actually I have hit the mile before multiple times, so I'm in there, but I stopped training, and so it's kind of gone downhill from there. So what I'm doing is I'm working a lot with body weight exercises, but those are my first goals to do, and then I'll set new ones after that, because those I should meet, I'd say, within the next month. Within the next 30 days, I should meet that. So I started yesterday, and what I'm doing is I'm doing pretty much burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and then of course running. I actually got a training plan from Savage Race. I just played around on there, and I came up with this one where Monday you started out with, for 20 minutes you do as many rounds as possible, and what it had was 5 squats, 10 burpees, and 15 sit-ups. And so you just did them continuously for 20 minutes. It didn't have any rest in there, and I tried not to take a rest. But I was able to keep a video log of that. I was able to do 5 rounds, and I actually started on the squats. I finished the squats. It's just when I went to the burpees, that's when the timer went off. So that's really not that great. But for me being overweight and not doing these things and not being physically active, it's actually not that bad at the same time. Now, we'll go ahead and account for these burpees were not what I call real burpees. Real burpees to me is where you start up in a standing position, you kind of go into a squat to where you kick your legs back. At the same time, you do a push-up, and then you kind of return in kind of like a frog position, and then you jump up at the end. And that to me is a full real burpee. Right now I can't kick back both my legs at the same time. Like, it's hard, I guess, because maybe my belly gets in the way. My belly's a little bit bigger, so whenever I kind of go to get down into the fetal position with my hands on the ground to kick back, it's a little bit harder. My legs don't really go like that. It's weird. So I'm trying to do some flexibility exercises and just do them, but a modified way. And like I said, I can't do many push-ups. So here's my modified way in order to get to where I can do these things correctly, in my opinion. I pretty much get down, I kick one leg back, then I kick the other. I don't do a push-up right now. I do it if I can. Take that back. I'm sorry. I do it if I can. So for the first 5 burpees, if I can do a push-up, I do a push-up, and then I come back, and it's hard for me to jump back with both my feet at the same time, so I bring one leg up, and then I jump up. So those are the modified ways if you can't do what I call regular burpees, to get a modified version in, and that's what I'm doing. And then of course sit-ups I can do. I hate them. Because they actually, laying on the ground, they hurt my lower back. So what I've done at the gym is I'll actually go to an incline sit-up, so they're actually a little bit harder in my opinion, but then do 15 of the, decline sit-ups, but it's easier on my back. I don't know if anybody else can agree with that. Maybe my lower back's just not strong enough, but they say that it's bad for your back anyway. So that's what I did. And then I went to run a mile 4 times as fast as possible. And unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was because I did the 20 minutes AMRAP, and it just took a lot from me. I'm not positive, because I'm also dieting, which means I'm also decreasing my caloric intake, to get back started on this losing weight bandwagon. I don't know if I just didn't have enough energy or what it was, and I haven't had this in a really long time, but when I was running on the treadmill, because it's cold outside in Georgia, it's cold, so I was running on the treadmill, and I've been in between a jogging stance, actually, between 5.5 speed and a 6 speed, so I'm in between those, and so when I got up to the 6 speed, within like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I got this really bad pain on my side, kind of like the lactic acid buildup pain. It felt like, because if I held it, it actually felt a little bit better, but if I stopped, or if I started back running, it would hurt like hell all over again. And I even tried to decrease my speed to 5. That didn't work. It still hurt. Decreased it 4.5, still hurt. So I did pretty much a fast walk, in my opinion, which is a 3.5 speed on a treadmill. It's kind of like you get your legs moving, you can get your heart rate up to about 120 to 130 maybe, at least just for me. So I did that all the way through, and I did the mile in 14 minutes and 33 seconds. So like I said, definitely not happy about it. Going from what I was expecting, around a 10 and a half to 11 minute mile, I was pretty upset, pretty disappointed with that, but I'm logging it, keeping it in mind, and I plan to do better today. So today, what I'm gonna do, actually I don't think I'll be doing the mile for time. I believe today I'm supposed to run a half of a mile as fast as I can, then I'm supposed to do, I believe, 50 squats, then run a half, so it's kind of like a circuit, then run a half a mile, and I'm supposed to do 50 burpees, then run a half a mile, and I'm supposed to do 50 sit-ups, and then I think I have to run another half of a mile after that. Maybe it's push-ups are incorporated in there. I have to look at my actual training plan, and I'll make a video about that, so I'll be correct in my next video. But then that's going to be my training for today, because I'll be running 2 miles with that. And so my plan as far as cardio and getting that in, because you know what, I may make a different video for that, because it's running while being overweight, and that has a lot to do with me. So I'll make a separate video on that, on what my plan is for the running. But as a intro and my video log number 1 of my newest weight loss attempt to my goal of 170 to 180. Yeah, this is gonna be it. So I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, subscribe. I appreciate it. Now I'm about to order me some Chick-fil-A because I am hungry. Take it easy.